palace eunuch showed up asking who the hairpin belonged to. In my past life, I claimed it, and just like that, I became the crown princess. But after he took the throne, he ran into my cousin and completely lost it. He kept pushing me to invite her into the palace to keep me company. I was too naive back then. I had no idea they already had a thing going. On his deathbed, he asked me to bring the hairpin to my cousin's grave. He said, "We missed each other in this life. Let's be together in the next." Turns out he'd mistaken me for her this whole time. So this time around, I gave the hairpin back to her. She stared at it like she wanted to say something but couldn't. I just smiled and said, "This was always yours. Take it." She hesitated, clearly confused. She said, "But you loved this thing. You gave it to me years ago." She was always timid and super worried about my feelings. I got it though. Her family had fallen on hard times, so she had a bit of an inferiority complex. 5 years ago, her whole family moved to the capital and stayed with us. She was always reading the room at home. No matter how many times I told her to relax, she never changed. Whenever she went out for food, she'd always grab an extra portion for me. If anyone complimented her looks, she'd always say she wasn't half as pretty as me. She lived so carefully and quietly. And that's exactly what led to the tragedy in my past life. Back then, I was spoiled rotten, born into a powerful family and acted like it. When the palace came asking about the hairpin, I just straight up claimed it. The eunuch was over the moon, like something amazing had just happened. I kept asking why, and he wouldn't spill, just kept congratulating me over and over. Then he rushed back to the palace, and I spent the whole rest of the day completely confused. The next morning, he was back. The crown prince wanted to meet me at the Lotus Pavilion. The second I heard that, I totally lost my mind with excitement. I'd always heard Crown Prince Gulinzo was brilliant, brave, and seriously impressive. That day I got all dolled up and rushed over to the Lotus Pavilion. I just really wanted to make a good first impression. When I got there, he'd already been waiting, standing tall and straight like a pine tree. The man was absolutely radiant. You literally couldn't look away. My face turned red as a tomato and I could barely even look at him. But I could tell, the moment he saw me, he was stunned too. When it came to looks, I had nothing but confidence in the capital. He had sharp brows, bright eyes, and this little smirk that was hard to read. He said, "Miss Wei, you truly live up to your reputation." My face got even redder, but I shamelessly said, "Yeah, I know." Gulinzo paused for a second, then just burst out laughing. We talked for a while, and eventually he walked me home. Back home, my cousin had this complicated look on her face and wouldn't say a word. The next day, the crown prince made it official. The whole house was thrilled. Except my cousin. She looked miserable, and I kept trying to comfort her. I even moved into her room that night just to spend time with her. Time flew by, and before I knew it, the wedding day was here. The Wei Manor was all decked out, full of smiles and celebration. But my cousin just looked devastated. When I left, she cried so hard she nearly fainted. I was so touched. I swore I'd take care of her once I had power. The day after the wedding, she headed back to the northern border. She said she was homesick. I didn't think much of it. Gulinzo was always good to me, until she came back from the north. The moment she returned, I was so excited I brought her straight into the palace. After a year apart, she had become even more stunning. Especially that little beauty mark at the corner of her eye. Absolutely striking.